It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. Honey, what's your tea? What's your tea? And it's another glorious day, darling, and regardless of how we may feel about today, child, honey, we are here. We're going to get through it, child. I know you know what time it is, honey, so I'm sure you have all of your crumpets together because you've been waiting on this tea, honey, because you know it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. Hey, y'all know I'm a little late because I went to the basketball game. If y'all saw me earlier on the live, I was at the College Park Arena, the Gateway Arena, which is the home of the College Park Skyhawks, and also the WNBA, the Atlanta Dream, our women's basketball team. They play out of there, and they were playing tonight. I forgot who they were playing. They were playing Utah. Is that right? We're playing somebody, child. And we lost. They were playing New York. I'm sorry. The New York Liberty. Oh, okay. They were playing New York Liberty. And it was down to the last minute and 10 seconds of the game, honey. And at that time, we were down 13. I said, there's no way in a minute's time that we're going to catch up, honey. So I started to leave so I could get out of the parking lot early so I could get back here with you guys. The game did start at 7:30. It's supposed to start at 7 o'clock usually. It started at 7:30. And yeah, so for 2 hours, you know, I'm usually trying to get up in here at 9. And yeah, so be that as it may, we're going to get on and popping. This here, I need for you guys to be very interactive with me because the information that we're going to talk about, of course, is current topics of what's going on. And the world is very, 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 very upset. The world is upset. The world is upset. The world is upset. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, honey, we are really on the verge of civil war, okay? And if you don't believe me, all I'm going to say is you guys pay attention to what's going on because, my darlings, the way the world is shaping, the way the world is moving, the way that this world wants to put its little duties onto the people, honey, we are on the verge of a civil war. Okay. Now, if you have not been paying attention to the news, if you're one of those people who not pay attention because the news is so this and so that or whatever, honey, listen. For those of you who are not understanding Roe versus Wade, the decision that's over 50 years old, that gave women a constitutional right to have an abortion, and made it somewhat legalized and everything. It sanctified the art of all of that. It gave women better health care options. But that decision to say that if a woman has the right to choose, it opened up the doors for so many different kinds of health initiatives for women. And what we have just had today, on this day, June 24th, 2022, at approximately 10:10 a.m., the United States Supreme Court has overturned that decision, and now women do not have federal protection over their own bodies and over their own reproductive rights. But what that means is, right now, each state has the opportunity to define and to decide what is going to be allowed in their states. Now, from what I'm understanding, we already have 26 states that were ready to pounce on this once the Supreme Court made their decision, so that they could put into place a lot of heinous and a lot of laws that are going to tell women what they can and cannot do with their bodies. I got to find this out because I was in a discussion group, and someone had put up in there that there are some states that are already arresting women that have miscarriages. Okay, I need to find that out. Oh wow, this just came up. Okay, sometimes okay. Oh wow, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, this is data. It's out of Planned Parenthood. This is data for July 29th, 2019. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna get into this in a little minute, because right now I'm seeing Alabama, Arkansas, and just skimming the article, there were some things that had happened, and those are two states where that is going on. Okay, or has happened. Okay, now there's some stories behind it, but right now, okay, just on the surface, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get into that in a little moment. However, what we have, we're just on this particular verge, honey. We're just on this verge. And I'm going to go out on the limb, and I'm going to say this, and this may piss some of you off, but I'm going to get too successful. Damn. Okay, if I piss you off. And the reason why I don't care is because it is very hypocritical, and it is everything that goes against what you claim to be your religious beliefs, and you call yourself doing the work of Christ. Okay? But the decision to roll back Roe versus Wade has now put the evangelical Christians into this particular state of mind that, okay, God wins, and we are protecting the unborn child, and blah, 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 blah. Now the baby got rights, and all of that. And I'm going to sit up here, I want to take you to your fucking face, you hypocritical bullshitting ass. You don't know what to do with the children that are already here. We got babies already here. You block people from having adoptions. You block people from being foster care parents and caring over what the babies can be in loving homes. And you yourselves have not gone down there to take care of any of these children that we already have here. You yourself, those of you who get caught up in it for the money, you yourself abuse these children and make them mentally worse than what they started off with. You yourself have done this. And your argument is we're here to protect the rights of the unborn child. God did not say that he needed to do his work in that capacity. God did not tell you to step in and say, I am God, and you got the right to life and carrying on like that. Your job is to lead folks in the direction that is supposed to be of the Christ way. If they don't go, that's between them and God. That ain't your motherfucking place. That ain't your place. It is not your, yes, and listen to me very carefully. Because y'all heard me say this on a number of occasions when we talk about this thing. Personally, y'all heard me say it the other day. You cannot come to me. There's no way that you can come to me if I were a heterosexual man, hell, as a gay man. And I just decided to let you use my sperm to in vitro the baby. That's test tube baby, what we used to call it back in the day. Okay? If you use me and say, I want you to be the father of the child, but then you say, oh, I can't carry the baby, blah, 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 and you go and have an abortion, you cannot come to me and tell me you get that to my child. You can do it. You cannot do it, because if you do, there's going to be hell to pay, and that's going to be one of the days that I will whoop your ass. Okay? That's why I'm gay. I'm sure that's one of the reasons why I'm gay. You can't come to me and do that. Now, and that there is provided that there are no complications, and it was a decision. But you at that time, a decision means you came to me and said, "Listen, for my own health, this ain't working." Blah 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 blah. We'll pray, we'll send the baby back, and and this and the other, and all of that. That there was a completely thing. But if you arbitrarily make the decision to say, I cannot do this for whatever reasons, and go and do it without coming to confer with me, you can't come tell me no shit like that. And that's me personally. That's a personal thing. Now, on the global scope, I can't tell you what you can and cannot do with your body. That's between you and the God of your understanding. You understand me? Because you're the one that's got to live with the repercussions of what that means. You're the one that every time you go back to, every time the birth date of that abortion comes, when you say, oh, I aborted that baby, you're the one that got to make peace with that. To say, oh my God, my baby would have been X, Y, and Z years old. Oh my God, my baby would have been. Oh my God, what would my baby look like? Yeah, that's your particular hell that you have to live with until you make peace with that. That's not for me to do. That's not for me to live. And here's the other thing. That there is not part of my journey. For whatever reasons, if you say God knew me in the womb before I was born, then that means that God knew that this was going to happen too. So for whatever reasons, this kid was a part of this child's journey, and you don't know that. So stop playing God with these babies' bodies. Stop it. Don't tell these women what they can and cannot do. Now, let's go here. Because now that Roe v. Wade, that decision has been overturned, okay, and women do not have the protections anymore, okay? That means states are going to come in and do whatever they feel. Now, you want to hear something real crazy? You want to hear something real fucking crazy? Okay? Clarence Thomas, Judge Clarence Thomas, okay, has just decided that since this decision, that that he wants the entire Supreme Court to go and possibly overturn decisions on contraception, of course, same-sex marriage. Okay, if they go for same-sex marriage, you know they're going for interracial marriage. If they go for interracial marriage, you know eventually they're going to say that we don't have the right to vote. They're going to come after civil rights, because Black folks still, do you know we are still voting to have the Civil Rights Bill passed? Every so often we have to get it renewed so that we can have the right to vote. Now, Black folks did not get the right to vote until 1965. I want y'all to pay attention to that. Black folks did not get the right to vote until 1965. That's 5 years before I was born. My mother was 15 years old. You understand? You understand? Huh? Do you understand? we have such a voting, a stigma and a power base to where our right to vote is only 57 years old. And yet it is so powerful that they number one, will not give us a full right to vote to where we don't have to keep renewing it. Number two, they keep trying to tell you or brainwash you to believe that your voice don't count. But yet we're the ones that they always come after to gain our vote because we're the ones that tip the scales. Our vote always counts, particularly Black women. Now, you don't want to believe that, do you? But they're going to come. They're coming. They are coming. Now, here's what I want y'all to understand. Judge Clarence Thomas wants us to revisit the whole idea of contraception. So, is it buffering? That's, you know, okay. Thank you, baby. The reason why is because I'm onto some shit. So every time I'm onto something hot and heavy, is when the thing want to buffer after goddamn food. Okay. Now my Wi-Fi is unstable. Now you try to tell me I'm fucking unstable. No, Okay. Okay. But see, I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand. Just because these wheels are going, we have got to galvanize so that we can protect ourselves. We're in a very scary place right now. We are in a very, very scary place. Okay. You're going to have people trying to tell these women, number one, that states are going to block women to go out of state to have abortions to states that say yes they can. Okay, they're gonna block. If they already said that in 2 states, the Planned Parenthood or the abortion clinic immediately stopped saying they said that they're going to stop performing the procedures. Okay, women are going to stop going to Planned Parenthood for free and low cost health care, which means that these women, that these ladies are going to be in the back alleys once again. See, when I was a kid coming up in the 70s, women were having abortions and they were destroying themselves, taking coat hangers, putting coat hangers up in them and trying to scrape out the fetus. Okay, they had, and this is in the 70s, so we didn't have plastic bottles at the time. What they would do, they would take a Coca-Cola, because at the time, Coke had real cocaine in it and shit. Good Coca-Cola, and they would shake it up, and they would give themselves a damn insulin with the Coca-Cola. Okay, thinking that the acid in the Coke was going to kill the baby. Okay, and induce a miscarriage. A lot of women will fall down the steps on purpose, so the miscarriage and you know, have the baby that way. They would miscarry and would be what they self-induced abortion. But basically, that's what it means. Okay, on purpose. You know, there was some women who would get into fights with me because, you know, back in the day when I was a kid, it was a thing for men to abuse their wives or girls or whatever, because it was under control. The man was the head of the house, so what he said goes. And basically, that frame of mind, men felt that they had to raise their wives. They were controlling and raising their wives. You understand? So now we're about to revert back to everything in this country that is not white and male is up for grabs right now. You understand me? Do you really understand me? See, for all of you conservatives out there who claim that y'all are conservative, and I believe in old-fashioned values and carrying on, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge your belief system right now, because everything about being conservative don't mean a hill of beans unless you are white and unless you are a male in this country. Because every time I hear I am a conservative, I instantly think that you believe that the world should be the way it was before 1920. And I say before 1920 because women got the right to vote in 1920. White women did, not black women. Again, blacks did not get the chance to vote until 1965. Yeah, DC, I know, ain't nothing I can do about it right now because I'm hooked up and everything. But every time I'm on something, I always get this. Okay, I always get this. Okay, anytime that I'm on to something and we've been talking some real shit, this is I always get poor connection or whatever. If y'all can't see it on Facebook, go over to YouTube. Go over to the YouTube page. It might be better over there. Okay, but fuck this, because I'm gonna say what I got to say today. Okay. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. But go over to the YouTube page because Facebook is fucking up. Okay. And y'all tell me if it's bad over there on YouTube as well, because goddamn it, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Okay. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Bad connection or not. Because no, we gonna get this today. We gonna get it today. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay. Now wait a minute. Let me turn the sound down. I'm gonna look at it on the YouTube, but I'm gonna turn the sound down so I don't sit down and get all crazy. Okay. Okay, it's looking crazy over here too, huh? Okay, yeah. It's looking crazy over here too. So all right. God damn it. No. It is better over here. On the YouTube, okay. It's better over there. Okay. All right. That's fine. But listen, this ain't stopping. This ain't gonna stop it. This ain't gonna stop it because we're gonna do this. Okay. We're gonna do this. Now listen. Like I said, the evangelicals, the whole Christian right and carrying on. You said connection bad here too. Oh fuck me. Okay, you know what? No. I'll tell you what. Okay, wait a minute. We gonna get this. We gonna get this. Let me go and take a little commercial break. I'm gonna try something else. That looks good here. Why is it not looking good up there? Shit. Okay, let me do a commercial break and let me try something else. Okay. You said, well, I'm so glad I live in California because we're not going for Governor Newsom is not having it, and we're going to be a sanctuary state for women who want an abortion. Now, you know what, Rochelle? Yes, Governor Newsom has already declared that, but see, here's where the problem is going to come in, and this is why I love him and his politics, but he's going to have to get a bevy of folks that's going to help fight with him, because California, I'm over here in Georgia, okay, and California is 3,000 miles away. And right now, what states are doing, governors and carrying out what they're trying to do is come in and to block and say that, oh, you can't go out of state to do this and this and the other. Texas has already told the children, we're going to give y'all $10,000 if your report folks going to do this and the third. So this is where they are. You understand? So we got something going on, but you Christians, you damn Christians, how dare you put God's name on something like this and then go say, oh, this is the Lord's word. God don't need you like that. God has been taking care of all of this on God's own time. Okay? On God's own time. Who are you to be judge, jury, and executioner over somebody else? I really wish that something would come through to where men, particularly white men, are have to go through to where their bodies become regulated as well. Okay? To where something very sensitive to a white male has to become regulated. What if prostate exams had to become regulated? Oh, that's real good. That's real good. What if prostate exams had to be regulated? Okay, and they told us, and not that it's recommended, that they told every male that every year after you turn 50, whatever, that you must have a prostate exam, or you're gonna have to face jail time or whatever. Y'all think on that. Let me take a little commercial break so I can fix this problem, and hopefully we come back up in here because, honey, we're gonna talk about this. We're going to talk about this. I'll be right back.
Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that David Ford right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford. That's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
All right, and we are back. I'm trying to make sure this on, and y'all let me know if this is doing any better. I went to go hook up an Ethernet cord so that we're not on the Wi-Fi. Okay? So that this could do right? So y'all tell me. Let me see. Interesting. It's still not clear over here. That's all right. Listen, we're gonna make this happen. And it still look like it's skipping. How am I looking, y'all? Y'all put it in the comment section for me. Is that much better? Okay. Well, on the Wi-Fi, I put the little the Ethernet cord in so I can see what's happening, but it's still telling me that my signal is weak. Okay. But afraid not what, but that's not happening. How is it that you said it's not, but somebody else said it is? Okay, so that means that there's something going on. Shit. Yeah. And I really and truly believe, honey, that this here is on purpose. Okay? I really believe that this is on purpose. Okay? That's all right. We're going to get it. We're gonna do it. Still good over here. Okay? Still the same. Just what you said, we can hear you at least in sabotage. I know it. I know it because, and the thing of it is that every time I'm onto something that, that's important, I am going through all this. So I know that they're watching me. I know they're listening to me and carrying on. And I know that I'm just one person, but when it comes down to wanting to educate our people and really talk about some shit, they get me all of the time. Now listen, when I get on this Monique thing, I bet this shit clear up. When I start talking about Monique and this and that, okay, it'll clear up then because that's bullshit. Right now we're here. Okay, we are here. I need you guys to understand something. That this particular ruling has just opened the door. This is the gateway into everything else. Like I said, this damn, and I don't like using these words, but I've been saying this. Well, I have not been liking him, that is. But I'm going to call him today. He's going to be Sambo all day. And that there is Judge Clarence Thomas. I'm calling him Sambo today. Because this motherfucker decides that now that this ruling has gone forth, that we need to look at the rulings on contraception and same-sex marriage. Oh, and privacy in the bedroom. Let's go and re-examine contraception, privacy in the bedroom, and same-sex marriage. Okay, now let's understand something. Let's understand something now. Roe v. Wade said that that women were having the option and the right to choose, so that if they felt that they needed to have an abortion, that's what that was for. But you just overturned that. But now you want to overturn contraception so that the idea of not getting pregnant, so I'm not put in a position to have an abortion, is removed? What? What the fuck kind of thought process is going on here? What does that mean? In whose world? In whose world does that make sense? You want to look at overturning or overruling privacy in the bedroom. Who's supposed to be there besides the folks invited? I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to understand this. As a matter of fact, I need to understand exactly what that ruling was. Okay, so the research department, help me out. Let's find out what that ruling was dealing with the Supreme Court of the United States and the ruling on privacy in the bedroom. And I'm wondering if that was the same ruling from 1986, where here in Georgia, as a matter of fact, there was a gay couple that had got arrested. And I remember this vividly because I wrote a paper about this when I was in a college program. As a matter of fact, that paper helped me get my college credit, matter of fact, to graduate high school. At that time, it was a gay male couple. Police had walked in on them in their room. I guess they getting in, and somebody reported them or overheard them or whatever. Called the cops. The cops broke in their house, were in their bedroom, and saw them in the act. and arrested them. Okay, and that was a whole big controversy. This was back in 1986, and I was livid. And I'm wondering if this whole privacy, bedroom privacy thing stems from that. If that's the only thing that I think of. And so help me understand that particular duo, okay? Wait a minute, hold on, let me try something. What? Oh, I don't know. Wait a minute. I want to reload the page, try to see if I reload, but it's telling me my changes may not be saved. So I may lose. Let me cancel that because I don't want to lose about it. Okay. But nonetheless, that's what they say. Okay. That he wants to overturn those things, and I'm not understanding that. I'm having a real problem with this, and I need someone to come in. I wish my co-hosts were here with me so they could come on up here and help me out. I need for you guys to put it in the comments. Talk to me and see what's going on here, because I'm not understanding this now. So my alphabet children, y'all know damn well they will come for us. You know damn well they were coming for us for two reasons. Number one, because again, the evangelical children didn't want to be bothered with it in the first place, because remember, they started this whole big old thing about religious rights and carried on, because y'all do know that because of same-sex marriage or same-gender-loving marriages that came on, that this whole right to religion thing, but now they're already protected under the Constitution, under the First Amendment, the right to practice religion and carrying on religious freedoms. They're already protected. But what happened, and I have to blame us for that, because this is what we did, for alphabet children, the white alphabet children, set up there when the lesbians went to go sue the church, because the church said they wasn't going to marry them, and them children went to go sue them. Why did you go sue the church? Because you were trying to make a fucking point. You didn't have to go to the church. There's so many different LGBT affirming churches. Y'all could have went to any one of them damn churches and had your ceremony. But no, you wanted to make a fucking point and go tell these traditional children who didn't want you there in the first place that they had to do your wedding. And why would you go into a marriage with that kind of energy on you? Why would you go sue somebody just for the sake of suing them to make them have to marry you, and then they're marrying you without a pure heart? They're putting all that old negative energy on your wedding, and you're supposed to be taking vows before God? Are you serious? Really? But okay, so now the religious right and carrying on, them children there was a whole bill and stuff that had went forth that was supposed to be protecting religious freedoms and carrying on, right? So now, under this particular bill that ended up passing, anybody who have a religious conviction do not have to service you. So there were doctors who would not service gay patients. If you were openly gay or HIV or transgender, they would sit down there and calmly say, "Oh, my religious beliefs, honey, will not allow me to service you." Okay, what you stand for, what your culture is, or what your lifestyle is, or whatever, it goes against my religious beliefs, so I'm going to opt out. Yeah, but you can't sue them because we don't put that into law. It's acceptable. Okay, this kind of discrimination has become acceptable. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What am I looking like? Y'all talk to me. Am I looking okay? Or is it still blotchy? Because I got this damn thing up in here, and it looks like it's still blotchy. Two of y'all are on Facebook. Everybody else is on YouTube. Okay. Talk to me. Sometimes I still want to make this make sense. I'm going to refresh this page. Let me refresh the page. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because I got to see this. All right. How are we looking? Is that a little better? I thought it was. Okay. Is that a little better? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Okay, we're going to keep going. It doesn't look like it. We're going to stop and carry on. Oh my God, today, I swear. This is really on my brain cells. This is really on my brain cells because, oh my God. Okay. Doesn't that go against the old doctors think it's supposed to? It's supposed to, however, because of religious freedoms and carrying on, that they found a loophole. So now here's where we are. Okay, here's where we are. And I was listening to a woman on the news today. It was like, yeah, we've been praying to God for this for a long time, and we just thank God this because now the unborn babies and blah blah blah, you know, and they're there. But this is where this goes. They're coming for same gender loving people and marriages. Okay, they're coming for all of our civil rights. You, black folks, you know that, right? Why do you think CRT has been such a strong talking point? CRT ain't got nothing to do with the school system, and we all know that. CRT has not been taught in the school system. CRT, critical race theory, is a college class where they write papers. Okay, that's over on a college level. Okay, what they have done is they're trying to whitewash American history. I told you this a long time ago, that slaves are not called slaves in the new history books. They're called involuntary indentured servants. You hear what I say? Involuntary indentured servants. Is that the right word? Or wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm right. Okay. Wait a minute. Is that what that is? Wait a minute. Involuntary servitude. Okay. Well, involuntary servitude, honey, is it? That's what the Constitution says, honey, in the 13th Amendment, that the Constitution bans slavery, but it's okay for the government to force people to work, known as involuntary servitude, as a punishment for crime. Okay. So this is why when we tell y'all, honey, slavery never ended, because y'all keep saying, well, we got so many black folks in jail and blah, blah. Well, you just heard it. This is the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. That the Constitution bans slavery, but it's okay for the government to force people to work, known as involuntary servitude, as a punishment for a crime. Okay? Now, that's the federal Constitution, but this here say that many state constitutions say the same thing. Okay? Many state constitutions say, including California, as it says here. Okay? So this is what we're dealing with. But the history books are saying that. Okay? So, This is what this is. Okay. Hey, Amy. Hey, baby, come on up in here. Okay. Come on up in here. Because, see, this is what we have to contend with now. Okay. But they're coming for the civil rights. They didn't want us to have them in the first place. Okay. They did not want us to have them in the first place. So now that Roe v. Wade is overturned, this is opening up the door to everything. This is what I'm saying. We are on the verge of a civil war. Okay? Could you imagine that? Can you imagine that? It's no coincidence that you want to take Black history and water it down and then say that, oh, we can't teach this in the classrooms because we don't want little white children to be afraid or feel uncomfortable. Can you stand that? That's what they say. They don't want white children. And when this came out of Condoleezza Rice's mouth, baby, I was ready to jump through the goddamn TV screen. We don't want little white children going to school afraid or feeling uncomfortable because of something that was done. Yeah, Rochelle is still doing it, and that's because the children, they're trying to come from me, honey. That's all. They're coming from me. They're coming from me. That's all. But y'all can still hear me, right? Y'all can still hear me? Am I still good with the sound? Okay. As long as the sound is good, I need this message to get out there. I ain't gonna worry about my face and my picture. Okay. Hell, I gotta get a grill anyway. Okay. Yeah, Amy, today is a dark day. This is a dark, dark day. Okay. So much so to where one of the states, when they were talking about abortions, they did not even make provisions for incest or rape. Okay. The sound is a little choppy for me. Okay, yeah, that's because they're trying to shut me down. They really don't want me to go on. They really don't want this to go forward, and I'm very pissed off about this. I'm so pissed. I'm so fucking pissed. Yes, Lord. But that's okay, because we're going to do this. Okay? We're going to do this. But I'm trying to get this right word, honey. What they call in slavery in history. Because when I read the child, I said, you have got to be kidding me. Okay. Because, yeah, when they said that, I'm like, Okay. Exactly. This is not just abortions that are in jeopardy. It's interracial marriages, HIPAA laws, gay marriage, right to privacy. Girl, you say HIPAA laws. Now go back. Come on. Let's go back to HIPAA. Okay? Because, see, remember, HIPAA was established so that folks will not be losing their jobs because somebody went and became more mouth Mary. Okay? And telling your business at the job and this, that, and the other. Okay? HIPAA became available so that the EMTs who are working on you are not allowed to give information to anybody else. Not even to me. And this happened to me all the time. Do you know I was on a call? I'm a first responder. So I'm there working at the donut factory and things, and we had to call the ambulance up to the room. I'm there taking my notes and stuff so I can write my report. But the EMT asked me to step outside because they needed to work on the body. I said, what do you mean? Go and work. Shit, you know, I've been in here before. And she told me that By HIPAA law, she could not allow me there unless the guest gave permission, because the information that she's got to get is personal information. Now, catch it. Even though they got the information, if I was trying to get the information for the report, they can't tell me. So I got to ear hustle and get the information so that I have it for my report, because it's got to come from another person's mouth. They're not going to tell me anything. How many of y'all have gone to ambulances and carried on? And remember back in the day, they used to give me their names, right? And who the EMT or whatever the case may be. Now they only give you the unit number of the truck that they're driving. So-and-so ambulance unit number 657 is the unit that responded. So now that there is to keep their privacy intact as well. You understand? So everything is up for grabs. Those of you who are dating interracially, married interracially, it ain't no coincidence that they sit up there looking at Katanji and her husband. And ain't no coincidence here that we talk about interracial marriages and carrying on. And for those of you who get mad at black folks, because every time they make money, they seem like everybody always marry white and carry it on. Well, honey, listen, they're coming for it. And let me tell you why. I in my heart of hearts, why? And that's because OJ didn't serve no time, not for the murders. OJ served time for something else, for being stupid. But OJ did not serve time for the murders. Okay? So ever since then, they have been on this lickety split bullshit. And now they have a way in. Okay? They have the roadmap in to sit down there and to redesign everything. Redesign everything to go back to the days prior to 1920. Yes, he is. How about that? Clock that, honey. Clock that. Clock it. He's in an interracial relationship, married even. But of course they're going to come for him, honey. Of course they are. Why? Because if all he has to do then is vote against it, then he'll still be in the minority. Because he then is going to say, well, you're not sitting up for the party and blah, 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 blah. See, it's something to make somebody upset. You understand? Oh, you side with the Democrats. No, I'm sorry, not the Democrats. It would be the conservatives and the progressives. Yeah. So they're coming for it. They're coming for it. All right? My trans sisters out there, y'all trying to get your footing. And then already said they're trying to block, trans children in sports and carrying on. Now, I know the child down here running for one of the state representatives, officers and carrying on. I can't stand his language. Ooh, this transgender boy wants to play with the girls and want to be on the girls' team and blah, blah, blah. Okay? Just his language is very, and I'm not really hooked up on the pronouns and this, that, and the other. Okay. But just how he does that, it has the malice in it and the disgust. So, honey, y'all are not going to try back. It's going to go back to how it was back in the day. Everybody getting hormones illegally. Y'all going to the children, honey, who's in there putting and popping up all this illegal silicone and not silicone made for the body. They sit there putting higher silicone in you and shit. Foreign shit that's tearing and eating your ass up. Here, it is just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Listen, what do you think about healthcare, honey? What do you believe about healthcare? Huh? Because the Affordable Care Act, honey, that everybody wanted to deem it as Obamacare. Okay, it still has a lot of the bugs in it. You understand? It still got bugs in it. But no one stepped to the plate to say, okay, let's iron out these wrinkles. Let's put the bug spray so we can get rid of the bugs in this thing to make it that way. And there's still, I think, either was it 14 or 26. It might be 14. 14 states that did not expand their Medicare so that those who didn't qualify for any of the plans, okay, could opt to go into Medicaid from the state. So now with Roe Wade, okay, being overturned. See, now here it is, Alphabet. Your health care is now under jeopardy. Huh? Your health care is in jeopardy. For those of you who got it. Okay. For those of you who have life partners. Okay. And then beneficiary carrying on. Remember when we had Palamon things? Okay, you had to go have a Palamon Agreement. Okay. And this, that, and the other, the Palamon agreements and stuff came because there was a way that we as gay men or the gay culture was able to protect themselves from outside people, including family, who came and come and get your shit when you passed out. Okay, they come get your shit. They kicked you out the life. Didn't want to be bothered with you. Don't give a fuck about you and care now. Want you to go find Jesus. But as soon as you dead, they want all your shit because they were fabulous. Or your family then. You want the house. You ain't put no money in that goddamn house. You ain't even came over to visit the house. This is something me and my husband have built for the last 25 years or so. But because at that time, you know, the paper, we didn't have the right paperwork of this, that, and the other, and the marriage was not legalized. Because you're considered to be the next of kin, you could come in and claim everything and kick this man out of his house. And those are some of the things that we're going to return to. You see, there's too many evangelicals, honey, when it comes down to the LGBT thing, honey. Too many of y'all want to get literal in scripture and want to say, oh, well, they're supposed to be stoned to death. You know, I'm saying, there's something that's going around where there is a preacher on the pulpit that says that we should line up all the gay folks and shoot them. That's coming from his pulpit, child. That's coming from his pulpit. And you still want to believe, okay, that everything is okay in this country. You still want to believe that there's nothing to fight for. You still want to believe that your voice don't count or it don't matter or they're going to do what they want to do anyway. Okay, that's what you want to believe. Okay, but now they are infringing upon you, and they're coming for it. They're coming. I'm still going back to this whole privacy thing. Clarence Thomas wants to overturning the privacy in the bedroom thing. Why? Are you going to give us a dissertation about what you and your wife do in your bedroom? Are you going to sit down here and tell us how freaky you like to wear women's panties or whatever that you do to get your rocks off? Huh? Are you going to tell us the last time you went to some insurrections or one of the little peep shows and things? Huh? You gonna tell that? Are you gonna tell that you like being pegged, sir? Since you want to overthrow the privacy thing. You understand? You understand? Okay. These are some of the things that we're dealing with. These. That's up for jeopardy. That's in jeopardy. Okay. This is what's in jeopardy right now. And y'all, I don't know who ain't getting it, who doing whatever. Now let me talk. I want to get to, because I don't want to just make this a one-sided thing. But those of you who support it, I honor you to come and state your piece. There's gonna be no screaming match or whatever unless you get out of pocket. I want to hear your arguments to this. What in this that says that as a conservative, this is the road that we need to take? I need to understand that. Okay, I really and truly need to understand that. Because right now, it makes no sense. It makes about as much sense as trying to fill a bucket full of water, honey, that has nothing but holes. Makes no sense. And all of this, all of it, honey, all of this is visual effects from anti-Obama movement and Agent Orange, honey, number 45. Because y'all wanted him so bad, y'all wanted him up there so bad. You wanted him up there so bad. And now we're still feeling the effects of his tenure. You understand? We are still feeling and experiencing the effects of his tenure. No. Now here's the thing. I've got to research and find out, once the Supreme Court has made a decision, how do they go about appealing it and this, that, and the other? Because I don't know what it does to overturn it or whatever the case may be. I got to look at where the power structure is when it comes down to that and make the decisions. I think the president can do it in some kind of way. Maybe he could do an executive order or something. I'm not sure, but I want to look into that, because we as a people can go right there, but like, fuck y'all, honey, we're going to overturn this. We're going to overturn this. Okay, because there is no way that anybody should be able to tell a woman what she can and cannot do with her body. And then here's something else to consider. And let me throw this out there. And I've said this one time before, for those of you who follow the show, you say, oh, okay, I remember, or I'm saying something that was familiar to you. And that there is, unless you're going to include the man in this, because see, the whole thing about abortions is that we keep saying that a woman you can't tell a woman what to do with her body, but it takes two to tango, honey. And if you got pregnant the old-fashioned way, that means the father of the baby needs to have a say so too. Okay. So if we're going to do something, okay. If we're going to do something, then we need to look at that in its totality. Okay. We need to look at this in its totality. You understand? I'm having issues. I got issues. Okay, right. CRT is taught in college law school classes. Law school classes. Now that part I didn't realize, but okay. In college law school, right, well, of course, because it's theory. It's critical race theory. So see, this is how lawyers and stuff get together and put their little dissertations together and carry on. And what do they call when the Supreme Court judges make? What do they call it? What's the word? What they call this little thing? They call it. It's a special word that they have it. And all of that. Okay. What about you who are disabled, handicapped, or whatever. What if they decide that no, they don't need to force any accommodation for you on public transportation or in laboratories? Since we don't, ooh, that's good. Since we are talking about transgender and bathrooms, okay. This and what are you going to do if they decide to overturn that? Because somebody got a hair up their ass. They're like, no, the disabled children, we don't need to make such a provision. The state needs to handle that. The states need to independently do all that. That don't need to be on the federal level. Let that marinate for a second. Let that marinate for a second. Let that marinate for a second. Okay. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me take it on the commercial break. I gotta go pee. Okay, so I'm flying solo tonight. Okay, but usually if my co-hosts were here, they would fill in the slack for me because I don't announce that when I got to go. Oh, shucky ducky. But yeah, but listen, I'm gonna play this. This is long enough. Let me play this because this is one of the stories I want to go into. And did y'all see the video where the guy who was working 27 years and he was here? We thought he was working with Burger King 27 years, and for his anniversary, gave him a bag of Reese cups, 2 ink pens, a Starbucks cup, and this that. Okay. Well, listen to him in his own words. Okay.
I'm happy about anything. I'm thankful for anything I get. I'm not that type of person. Believe me, I've been through a lot. So I'm happy about what I got. But I did want my coworkers. I worked for the Culinary Union 226 Las Vegas, and they work for different themes out there. So a lot of times you can be working for Burger King, you can be working for any place. There's all these different restaurants and themes there. And it's a great company. I've been there 27 years. But like most big corporations, they've kind of lost touch with their workers, and through COVID and whatever, they started cutting out programs. We used to get checks, for 20 years. And that's what I actually thought that movie ticket was. I was like, hey, they finally gave me my card, So, and then when I seen that was not even 2 movie tickets, there was one, I was like, I was like, this is just too much. And then, it was just stuff like they had laying around, that they put together. But I was happy for that. So, no, it's not Burger King. It's HMS Host. And I'm not trying to put them on blast either. I want to be working there 28 years. If I had enough money, I would buy a new Ford hybrid, something American. It's cheap on gas and get me around. But that's a dream. I'm not, aiming for those things. I'm just aiming to get through the next day. That's all I'm aiming, playing this day by day, and I'm just so thankful. I'd also like to maybe take a day off and relax, and go see my friends, spend some time with them, have some fun. I can't even think about having a day off. I haven't had a day off for so long. It's so much, and all the love that people are giving me is just so overwhelming. I just want to thank everyone so much. I'm grateful for anything. I don't want to say I want this or that. All I want is to go to work and have fun and make everybody's life better, like they're doing to me. So it's good. Life is good. So as long as you're here, it's good.
All right, and we are back, honey. That theirs is courtesy of TMZ. I may end up having to cut that out because sometimes, you know, when we use their stuff, they want their credit and carry it on, and or they will try to block the video because they want to say we didn't give them permission or whatever. We didn't have permission, but it's I always credit them and carry it on. However, I may end up having to cut that out. But y'all heard him in his own words about, you know, the gift that they gave and carrying on. So, you know, what would you have done after 27 years? You know, that's what they gave you. And I want y'all to consider something. How many of y'all have worked for a company and upon your anniversary, especially if you've been there for some time, they give you this catalog? And for your years of service, child, they tell you the gifts that you can select from so they can give you a little gift. Okay, for 25 years, you get the crystal engraved paperweight. Or they have this cute little necklace, you know, something that's real cute, you know, cubic zirconia, diamond chip, diamond chips or whatever. But the chain, honey, if you wrap your hair in it the wrong way, it's gonna break. You know. The gifts, honey, to show their appreciation. You know, don't be worth the hill of beans, right? And then of course, the longer you work there, it seems like, you know, I was like, well, hell, at least I get the toaster. Yeah. How many of y'all still wait to get that watch? Okay, you've been at the company for 25 years and you get the engraved watch and say, oh, thank you for your service. How many of y'all waiting? Okay. Okay. So for him to get Reese cups, he got 2 ink pens. Okay, did y'all see what he got? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see if I can play it. Okay, I should have played this one first. Wait a minute, because I want y'all to see what they gave him. Okay, let me share this. I'm going to share this. Okay, we're going to share this. Okay, can y'all see? Okay.
Not feeling appreciated. I've worked here for 27 years. I've never missed not one day of work, never called out. And I want you to know that it's good to feel appreciated. This is what I got for. They also got me chocolate cake last week.
Go about it. You do it though.
I had a bag, a nice bag, and this a movie ticket. Thank you very much. And I also got a bag of REESE. This is very nice. From Starbucks. Thank you guys. And it's like a lanyard. 2 pens. And a couple of keys. And 2 lighters. So it's still like the presentation of loyalty, this is my work for working on this. Thank you guys.
Okay. Listen, when I first heard this story, John, I was like, it sounded like they just put something together, right? And y'all heard the dude say that. He felt like it was like, okay, I felt like they have forgotten, you know, and was like, oh my God, and they just wanted to get something, you know. Y'all went and got a Starbucks cup and a pack of little Reese cups. Y'all gave him a little lanyard so he could put the keys around his neck. Okay. 2 little ink pens. Okay. It just sounded like they scurried to do something because they wanted to do something. Okay. Wow. Okay. At the same time, here's something that I want us to really look at, and that there is the media and how it ended up flipping this. Okay, because when you first hear the story, it seems as though it comes across like, oh my God, you know, they did him wrong, and oh, this is what they did after 27 years. That's all they got, as if to say that they had presented this to him, you know, as the 27-year prize. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's not what this sounds like. This sounds like they forgot it was his anniversary and decided to throw something together. Okay. And that's what it was. Okay. But we jumped on that and made it seem as though it was more than what it possibly is, and carrying on. Not now. To the credit of, let's call it what it is on the surface. If they get on the surface, if that's all they can come up with, then that there was a damn shame. Because I heard him say in his own word that this particular company used to give us money. They used to do this and they used to do that. You know, but now that we're in a post-lockdown situation, honey, we're still dealing with the damn COVID shit. We don't know what it was going to do. Or maybe, or did they put that on the manager? See, here's another thought. Did they put that on the manager and the manager spent the goddamn money and then did something else with it? If a guy he was supposed to gave him the little gift or whatever? Okay. Okay. See, we have a number of scenarios that can go in here that we could juxtapose and play with, you know. But as you heard him say, you know, he was grateful for it because they didn't have to do that, you know. And that's a wonderful spirit. That there is a wonderful, wonderful spirit, and that's a good sport and carrying on. It wasn't even a prank. You can't even say that they punked him, honey. Okay, but he was appreciative, but there was a slight shade. Did y'all catch the slight shade? Did y'all catch the slight shade? The slight shade was at the end of his thanks. He said, well, it's good to be appreciated, and I want to thank you guys. And this is the gift for working 27 years at this company. I said, ooh, shade. He sat down there and let you have that. Now, he let have, and he let have in that damn Tabitha Brown, okay? That was that Tabitha Brown, you know, oh, God bless you. You must be in so much pain. When she told that to Whitney Williams, oh my God, the pain she must be in. You know, God bless you. I'm going to pray for you, honey, because, okay, oh, that was such a, and that's what that sounded like, okay. What do you think he did? Oh, come on, Miss Smith. Okay. Okay, I heard that it is what did he? Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Because he's, yeah, that was the shade. Okay, that was the shade of it all. Okay. Oh, darling. That there was too cute. That's too cute. That is too cute. Okay. Let me go here. Let me go. Let me go here because I didn't pull up the video as of yet. I want to get to Monique's apology. Okay. Because I'm gonna play it. And yeah, we gonna get into it. Okay, we gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Okay. But I want to make sure that I got the right one. I got to, wait a minute. I got to find the right one. I've got to find the right one. But anywho, if y'all have not seen it, okay, have y'all heard Monique's apology to D.L. Hughley? Did y'all hear it? Huh? Did you hear it? Because what she did, okay, was, I thought, half-assed. Okay. It was half-assed, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. It was half-assed. Okay. Yeah. It was half-assed. Because she sat down there and basically the fuck? Wait a minute. You know what? See, these goddamn kids. See, I don't like this old craziness. Yeah, damn it. It's all these goddamn fireworks out of, okay, yeah, that is that cluster. And that goddamn M13, whatever. Okay, I hate when they do them damn fireworks. Okay, because you got inexperienced. So let me tell y'all ass something. Okay, you ain't no damn fire marshal. Stop getting them goddamn firecrackers and shit. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Those are explosives. Stupid asses. They are explosives. It's dynamite, honey. Okay, dynamite. Shit. Oh, and I take it personally because when I was a kid, Big Booty Junior, that's what we call it, for obvious reasons. Okay, this stupid ass wanted to put the firecracker in his nostril. Okay? Tell me something. Oh, let's see what it's gonna do. I said, ooh, if it exploded the bottle, what the hell do you think it's gonna do to your fucking nose? He put it in his nose, and thank God it was a dud. Thank God it was a dud. Because it fizzled out. But this fool was gonna blow his goddamn head off, trying to see what the fuck the damn firecracker gonna do. Okay. Then you got these damn juveniles who don't, just inexperienced children. Okay. Who don't know what the hell they're doing with this shit and carrying on. I was trying to find the damn apology, y'all, while I was sitting up here doing it. I had seen it once, and I was trying to get her, because I didn't want to paraphrase. I wanted to put in her words, but not everything I'm coming across is everybody's commentary on it, and I don't feel like going through all them damn the commentary. Okay, if y'all have not heard her apology, her apology was basically, she said that, but babies, I got to do something because I did something publicly, and when you fuck up, you got to clean it up. And so right now, I got to do something publicly because I did this publicly, and that there is, I'm going to apologize to D.L. Hughley's wife and daughter, Because if I had hurt you in any way, because it was never my intention to hurt y'all. And of course, the audience went wild and carried on, blah, 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 blah. But then she said, but I meant every fucking thing of that Jill Hughley. I meant every fucking thing I said about his black ass. So now what? The question I have is it an apology, or is she doubled down and because she knows that her audience, it was something that could get the audience to rah, rah, rah for her? What are your thoughts? Rah, rah, rah. Did y'all think that was cute? Did you think she did something? Huh? Did you think it was okay? Oh, all right, sister. Yeah, sister. Go, sister. Okay, that's what you do, girl. Yeah. You fucked him up in public. Okay, yeah. You talked about the baby in public. Okay, yeah. And you came and gave an apology. Okay, yeah. That's good for you, girl, because yeah, he hadn't been wrong on you like that. Okay. Okay, what you said, Princess, that's not even an apology. Probably something to get the audience going, not cute at all. I didn't think so, because it didn't have no merit to it. Because she cussing all through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit down here and damn it, because when you fuck up, you got to clean up. And god damn it, I said something and to deal Hugh's wife and to their babies. If I have hurt you in any motherfucking way, I apologize. No, did she say motherfucking way then? No, she said then. If I hurt you in any way, I apologize. I apologize. That was never my intention to make somebody feel bad. But that motherfucker deal, you agree? I mean every word. That every word about that motherfucker. You could have kept that, sis. You could have kept that. Because it didn't sound like it came from your heart, number one. It sounded like you were doing damage control. Because they're hot on your ass. Okay. Number two. You know too many people. You've been in this game too long to not file a cease and desist, the injunction or whatever. Okay, about this. He didn't file one against you. You could have sat down here and wrote a lovely old soliloquy of a letter, honey. That all of us who are drama queens, honey, could have took that letter and gave brilliant performance. Okay. You could have wrote it in a letter or whatever the case may be, but you decided to go public on stage and say that. Okay. In the midst of your show. I'm gonna leave that there. Okay. 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 I think it's not an apology. Okay. That's bullshit. Okay. What you say? Right. Okay. The children. Okay. The children. Okay. That's not even an apology. Oh, okay. I think I read that out. What'd you say, Elizabeth? I missed all of this. Okay. And you still didn't get no money. Catch that. Oh, catch that. Okay. Oh, but she gets a victory, though, since we all y'all know she won her Netflix thing, right? The judge ruled in her favor about, yes, Netflix was, they said that Netflix was really retaliatory in the efforts with her, but offered her all these low balling and carrying on, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And as far as I was concerned, she needed that particular victory. That was their Mo needed. Okay. But be that as it may. Okay. Okay, my eyes are shut. You know, when my eyes get sleepy, and it means I got to shut this thing down because then I start babbling and gibberish and telling y'all about the pictures that I'm seeing in my head and trying to communicate, and it just does not work. So here's your homework assignment for tonight. I want you guys to give me a fantasy of who you think should be on the Supreme Court. Remember, there's 9 seats. Okay. And we're functioning with 8 because one of them had to go to the hospital. So, yeah. We're going to get into that some more, perhaps what's going on and helping you to understand the stakes of what's happening. Because the way this thing is going, too much for the world and not enough people, honey. But let me shut this down. I'm not going to go out there what I usually do because, as you can see, I'm starting to fade. I just need to lay my body down for like 2 minutes so I can regroup and replenish. I was supposed to be in April 8th. Y'all remember her when she came on the show? This is her birthday weekend. I'm supposed to be at her place, helping to help celebrate, darling. So just let me get off of here. Just close my eyes for a second and stretch my body out so that I can feel rejuvenated, and then put on my clothes so I can get up out of here. Okay. Yeah, I got to find a place. But nonetheless, thank you guys for coming in and appreciating us and letting us do it the way we do it, okay? In the absence of a big red fella and Aunt Nikki, honey, okay, I am Demetrius Big Meats Taylor, and this platform cannot exist without you. We do everything that we do over here to make sure that you are everything. Everything is you. Okay. So having said all that, honey, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna do the regular doo-wop. So yeah. All right. Oh. There we go. So that's my cue. So all right, everybody, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. And we will pick this up another time, okay? Thank you for coming in. Ciao, Bella, darling. Ciao, Bella. Wait a minute. Okay. See, I was supposed to be a quick one to show y'all. See, my ass is trying to go to sleep, right? Okay. Oh, Lord. Anywho, I'm looking for something else and got distracted. And that there is my fault. I'm trying to get the clothes, honey. I'm trying to close out the damn do-up. Oh, come on. I swear, child, sometimes technology. This is how I know that they're watching me. Okay. This is how I know. So, all right, babies. Ciao, Bella, baby. Just ciao, Bella. Because I can't even find the outro exit. I'm trying to get my outro. And it doesn't even want to show up. All right, y'all. Okay, this is starting to frustrate me. That's a hell of a combination. Okay. So, all right, everybody. Good night. Good night. I can't. Oh, Lord. Just good night.